guys, it's been a couple of weeks trying to get on a more regular schedule. Sorry, it's been a couple of weeks, but I'm going to try to do this at least weekly, maybe more if that's at all possible. What we got for you today, though. Today, I am going to do a ranking of bands. Okay, now the tier maker that I found said that it was classic rock bands. I don't know whether I would consider some of these classic rock. Maybe I'm old and they are now. But like looking through these, you got Sex Pistols. It's a bit more of a punk band, in my opinion anyway. I know it's classic at this point. Motley Crue, I guess, could be considered a classic rock band for some kids that are out there now. I grew up with them, so I don't know if I consider it classic rock or not. Some of them are borderline classic rock. Some of them are hair bands. Some of them are metal. You got Metallica in here. I still don't consider that classic rock. Maybe a lot of people do now. I do have a list because some of these were just emblems. So if you see me look at a list, I'm sorry. But what I want to do here, if I can, I want to add a row. And we're going to name it Don't Know Enough About. Let me add this. So if you... I'm going to add one that just says Don't Know. Doesn't necessarily mean that I don't know the band. Maybe in some of these I will not know the band. But it might be some that I don't know enough about the band, or if I only know one or two songs, it's not fair to me to rank them, if you will, because we have very best, great, very good, good. Lacking in song quantity, I guess. I'm just going to take that one right out of there. I'm going to delete that row because that one doesn't make any sense. Okay, do not like, and then we got don't know. So there's going to be some bands that we're going to fly through here. Like, and listen, this may be controversial to some people. I know some people love some of these bands, but I don't care. This is my ranking. If you guys want to do your own ranking, do your own ranking. If you want to argue about it in the comments, argue about it in the comments. Whatever you want to do. But this is going to be my ranking for this. What I grew up on, what I know, what I still listen to today, what strikes a chord in me, if you will. But like, let's just take it. And I'll be in complete honesty, I was going to go through some of these bands beforehand to see what songs that I know. But I don't think that would be fair because then, you know, like if a song that I really like came up, but I don't know any other songs by this band, I may rank it higher. So I am just going off ones I know. Like, perfect example for this, The Knack. Now, I know they have a couple of songs out there that I would know. I can't think of one off the top of my head. And I'm sure that somebody's going to roast me for this. So, you know, like I said, put it in the comment. Roast me, you know, if you will. Yell about it. Text me if you got my number, whatever. But, like, just for example, The Knack, I don't know enough about their songs. So I am automatically going to put that in that I don't know. Okay? But this is going to make some people mad. It really, really is, because there's some bands on here that I know a lot of my friends like, and I was never a huge fan. I just wasn't. But there are some bands on here that I really like that I know a lot of my friends think I'm nuts for liking. So this should be fun. This should be a good one. But like I said, if there's something that you don't agree with, let me know. Let me know. So let's get started. We're just going to start at the top row. We're going to work our way down, okay? And if you notice me looking over, I did write down, because some of these are just emblems, and I didn't know what they were. Like this one here, I wasn't 100% sure what it was. I had to do a Google search. It's Tom Petty. So if you see me looking over, I have my list if I don't know what they are. So bear with me. All right? So let's start this. 38 Special. They have some hits. They're your typical 70s band. And we need to start a baseline. So we can always move these around. Once they're set, I can switch them around if I think that they change. So we're just going to start 38 Special. We're just going to start it out in good, okay? And we're going to go from there. We're going to possibly move it around. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll get it first shot. AC/DC. I don't know how a lot of you guys feel on AC/DC. I love AC/DC. If I'm ever in a bad mood, I can listen to AC/DC. It makes me laugh. I can sing like Brian Johnson, and I sound like a complete idiot doing it. But ask Brandon at work. I do it all the time with Thunderstruck. When I'm tuning stereo systems at work, I will play Thunderstruck just to see what it sounds like in the car, because I know what it sounds like in my car. I know what I want it to sound like. It's a good bass line for me. So I'm putting AC/DC up here. They're one of my absolute favorite bands. And then we're going to automatically get into one that a lot of people are going to be mad at. Aerosmith. Now, if I like Aerosmith, it's up to and including Permanent Vacation. Pumpin' On, I was never a big fan of. Pump has some good songs. I don't mind Pump. I like their older stuff, but not a lot. So we're going to put Aerosmith right now with 38 Special in good. Hope that doesn't make anybody mad. And I also want to clarify, I can respect these bands. There's some of these bands that I absolutely respect, and I think they were great for music. They influenced a lot of people. Doesn't necessarily mean I like them. Alice Cooper is one of those. I think Alice Cooper as a person is a pretty cool guy. I like that he knows that it's a character that he puts on when he plays. I mean, the guy, I'm pretty sure, is a pretty strong Christian golfer, stuff like that. He gets on stage, he's, a completely different character. But I was never a fan of his music. A little too theatrical, a little campy for me, if you will. So we're going to put Alice, okay. Don't hate me, folks. Allman Brothers is another one. I've never been an Allman Brothers fan. One of my best friends is a huge Allman Brothers fan. I can't take it. I don't like them. I'm sorry. America, that's another band that I'm sure I know a song or two or three or four by them. I can't bring one up off the top of my head, so I have to put it in don't know. I don't know. I don't not like them, but I must not like their songs enough to be like, that's America. Sorry. Beach Boys. Again, a little bit before their popular stuff was a little bit before my time. But they're good. I'm going to put them in good just for, what was the Aruba, Jamaica, who I want to say is John Stamos. I mean, you got John Stamos playing bongos for you. You're good. The Beatles. Probably the biggest band out there, I would dare say. They're influenced literally everybody. Everybody loves the Beatles. I went through a huge Beatles phase. I like older Beatles stuff. I like the poppy stuff. I got to put them in great. They're a big influence on me. I really enjoy the Beatles. I like a lot of the stuff that they did. Billy Idol, I don't know if I would put this in this group, but I can't take them out of this group. A lot of great songs. A lot of fun songs. I don't think he was in the same category as AC/DC, Beatles, or anything. I don't even think he was in the Beach Boys. I think he's okay. Billy Joel. Who doesn't like Billy Joel? Everybody likes Billy Joel. Billy Joel plays, a show a week at Madison Square Garden? I mean, still sells that out. Literally, weekly, monthly? I can't remember. It might be monthly, not weekly. Don't quote me on that. Billy Joel, very, very best. Very best. Everybody knows Billy Joel songs. Everybody can sing along to everything. I mean, it's amazing. Blondie, I think she was great. I think the band was great for what they did. I know a few of their songs. Never really, did anything for me. Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. I mean, good Lord. Everybody's been to a wedding. They've played at least one Bob Seger song. All right. You know, we'll go okay with that. Blue Oyster Cult. I mean, unless you're a huge Blue Oyster Cult fan, what, you can't name more than, what, 2 songs by them? And probably one of those you'll be like, oh, that's Blue Oyster Cult. We're going to go with okay on them. Bon Jovi. 6th grade. Bon Jovi was my life. Anybody that was in Joe, any of them guys that were in 6th grade with me, it was their life. Are they as good as the Beatles? Probably not. Are they better, in my opinion? Did I like them? I don't want to say are they better. Did I like them better than these guys? Absolutely. So that'll be our first very good. We'll go. Boston. If I have a classic rock station on and a Boston song comes on, I'm singing along to them. They have a lot of great hits. They've had a lot of mainstays. We'll put them in here too. I don't think that they're as influential on me as any of these ones, but I think that they were more than this. So we're going to put them in there. David Bowie, don't get me wrong, huge artist, great. I don't hate him. It's not that I don't like him. I'm not a huge fan. We'll go in the okay section. BTO. Bachmann Turner Overdrive. I remember working at my dad's shop when BTO, I remember they always had CMF on. After Wheeze, BTO, it was a mainstay for Kano. Let's see. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to go with good. I got a lot of fond memories with them. They didn't influence me quite as much as these guys, but I do have a lot of good memories with BTO. Buffalo Springfield. I think I don't know enough about Buffalo Springfield to really give it a fair shake. I know I should know them. Same with Birds. You know, it was just a little before my time before I really got into music. So to be fair, I'm going to put them there for now, unless I think of something. Cars. They're another one like BTO. Kano mainstay after Wheeze. I remember it being on in my dad's shop while I was working in the background all the time. A lot of good memories from my childhood with Cars. I don't think they were quite as influential again as those, but I think we'll go with good. CCR. Everybody, again, knows a CCR song. I mean, hell, if you watched any movie about Vietnam, CCR was in there. Man, I don't know. I think I like them better than these guys. Definitely not as high as the Beatles. Let's go with very good for now. Cheap Trick. Cheap Trick is one of those bands that I like, but probably not enough. We're going to throw them in okay. Sorry if I'm rushing through some of these. Some of these I don't have a whole lot to talk about, but Chicago. Again, I don't know if I'd put that in classic rock or not, but it's more, I don't know, top 40, 102.5, mom. Like my mom, driving around in the car with my mom, Chicago would be on for what she listened to. But they're good. Peter Cetera was amazing. I mean, we're not going off of his Karate Kid stuff. That would be higher then. Let's go good for now. Let's put them in good. Clash I love. Clash was one of my absolute favorite bands growing up. I loved I kind of got into them after the really underground punk stuff when they got more mainstream. Rock the Casbah, which got me into the Clash. And then I went back and listened to some of the other stuff, before that, stuff like that. We're going to put Clash up in great. For me, I really, really enjoyed the Clash. I believe this was Cream. Hold on. I couldn't tell because it was so small. Yeah, Cream. Eric Clapton. They had some good songs. Was Eric Clapton? Yeah, Eric Clapton solo, I think, is right here. I have to move this because it's a black background with black writing, but I believe that was Eric Clapton. Cream is good. I enjoy a lot of Cream songs. We'll just go with good for now. Crosby, Stills, Nash. Again, probably another one that people are going to hate me for. I never liked Crosby, Stills, Nash. And same with, we might as well get it out of the way now, Neil Young. Never a fan of them. A little too folky for me, not enough rock, which, again, to say what you will about this whole list here, it's really mixing a lot of people together, but I was never a big fan. Which leads us to this one. The Dead. I know it's a huge band. Huge band. There's Deadheads out there everywhere. Stickers on every car out there. I never liked them. Never got into them. Was never, ever a fan. And that's probably going to bring a lot of hate on this too. Never a fan. Deep Purple. Okay. I don't dislike them, so I'm not going to put them in there. I know enough of their songs to say, but we're going to go there. Def Leppard, again, okay. I was never really a huge fan. They were, in the hair band era, with me growing up, they were big. So there are songs out there that I enjoy, I guess, but I was never a huge fan. Doomy Brothers, they're not related, but Doomy Brothers. Putting them up here with these guys. I love the Doomy Brothers. To this day, I have the Doomy Brothers greatest hits on my phone. I tune a lot of systems to it. It's just, I love the band. Doors, again, another one. As you can see, there's some big bands down here that I just never got into, that I just don't like. I never understood the Doors. I was never a big fan of that psychedelic sound. I give them credit for what they did, but for me, I was never a fan. This was another one that I had to look. I think it was Bob Dylan. Deep Purple. Doobie Doors Dylan. Yeah. Bob Dylan. I like All Along the Watchtower, but I like the covers of it better. Yeah, we got to put that in there too. I was never a Dylan fan. Eagles. Eagles were another one that I absolutely love. I know a lot of people hate the Eagles. I'm not a huge fan of Hotel California, but everything else they did I really like. Joe Walsh, one of my absolute favorite musicians out there, who is not on the list. James Gang is, which is going to be quite up there. But yeah, I got to put them up there. ELO, okay. There's a couple of songs I like by ELO, but they were never, one of my favorites. Elton John. I wanted to go to the last tour that he just had, the Elton John tour. It was like $2,000 for decent tickets. Love Elton John, don't like him that much. I've seen him live. I saw him and Billy Joel play together. One of the best shows I've ever been to. It was unbelievably good. I'm going to put him up in the very best. You know what? Full disclosure, looking at this, I'm moving these guys down to great. Because I do like them, but I don't think I like them as much as this. I'm going to move those guys down to great then. We're going to put them there. That seems more fair. Yeah. This one was Eric Clapton. I do like Clapton. I don't know. Yeah, I think I like him about there. I think that's a fair assessment. Yeah, that's fair. Fleetwood Mac, big resurgence with that whole, the Ocean Spray commercial. Fleetwood Mac's one of those bands where I don't seek them out, but every time I hear them on the radio, I'm like, I like Fleetwood Mac, I guess. But I don't have any of their music on my phone or anything, which I guess would say, let's put them in good. Pink Floyd, I don't hate them enough to put them in the do not like, but I don't like them enough to put them over okay. I was never a Floyd fan. I never really, I don't know. I think it was one of those things where it was, you can tell the stuff that was a little bit before my time, before I really got into music. Like Foreigner. I love Foreigner. I think they're very good. I think this is a fair assessment for them because this was when I started getting into music, like maybe the late 70s-ish, early 80s. That was what I remember. You know, the stuff where driving around with your parents and you hear what's on the radio, you kind of get into that. And I think this was right around the time that I started paying attention to that. I think that's it. Grand Funk Railroad. I don't not like them. And I know more of their songs than I know these. But I don't think I was ever a huge fan. We'll go with okay. Genesis. Love Phil Collins. I've seen Genesis live. I hate seeing Phil Collins in the state he's in now. I really wish they wouldn't have died. I understand why they did this last tour. I wish they wouldn't have done it. I want to remember Phil Collins in his prime. I mean, who doesn't know the drum fill from In the Air Tonight? Everybody plays along. I don't care who you are. You play it on your steering wheel if you're driving. Everybody plays that. We're going to put Genesis in great. George Thorogood. George Thorogood. Everybody loves it. It comes on. You love the song. One bourbon, one scotch, and one beer. Bad to the Bone. Everybody. It's been in every movie ever. I mean, you got to put him in at least very good, right? Just for being who he is. He's not the best musician out there. He's very, very good, but he's not the best. He's not the most technical stuff. But, man, he can make a rock and roll song. Guess Who? I'm going to put this here. I don't know enough about it. I just don't. Guns N' Roses. Probably before grunge came around. Because I was in high school when grunge came out. Before grunge came around in that hair band, I would say this is probably one of the top 3 biggest bands of my childhood. I would say. I mean, Appetite for Destruction. I remember buying that on cassette. That's got to go up here. It's got to be. Take out everything that they're going through now. Take out as crazy as Axl Rose got. They were a rock band. They were the epitome of rock and roll at the time. It's got to go there. It has to. Heart. I hate Heart. Barracuda is one of the worst songs ever written. I hate it. Hate it. Can't stand it. Jimi Hendrix. He's good. I like his version of All Along the Watchtower better than Bob Dylan's. I like Dave Matthews the best, but I mean, they're not on here. Good. Yeah. We'll put him in good. Jimi Hendrix, I mean, I guess he's amazing. Hollies, I don't know the Hollies. I just don't. Iron Maiden. Again, see, this is such a weird group because, I mean, when I was a kid, Iron Maiden was metal. It wasn't classic rock. Iron Maiden. I mean, okay. I was never a fan. Bruce Dickinson's awesome. But, yeah. Jackson Browne. I mean, it's borderline. I don't know enough to really judge it. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. I know some people out there are going to hate me for that. I just don't know enough to be like, yeah. James Gang, Joe Walsh. I wish he was on here as a solo artist, but he's not. Because then Joe Walsh as a solo artist, I would put up here. James Gang. Very good. Not as many standout hits as Joe Walsh solo or the Eagles, but James Gang, solid, very good. Janice Joplin, I was never a huge fan of. I don't not like her, but I was never a huge fan of, so we'll throw her in okay. Same with Jefferson Airplane. I think, didn't they become Jefferson Starship, and we built the city and all that? I know it's, I thought part of it was the same lineup. I'm not 100% sure. So we'll throw them in okay. Jethro Tull, again. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, they use a flute. I think that's their big. Not a huge thing of mine. They're okay, though. Joe and Jet, never a fan. I love rock and roll. I was never a fan. I wouldn't keep it on the radio if it came on, so I got to put it in there. Journey, Steve Perry. I wait for the day for them to get back together. I will go see them together. Very good. Very good. Yeah, not in the same genre, not in the same level for me as Doomy Brothers, but I would put them with Foreigner, Journey, Boston, any of those 70s, early 80s. Judas Priest was, again, it's another band that I never really got into. I like a couple of their songs, but they're okay. Kansas, all we are is dust in the wind. Kansas is okay. I don't think they have enough hits for me to really jump on it. Kinks, again, another one. Okay. Kiss. I know there's a lot of Kiss fans out there. I don't like them. I've never liked Kiss. I can't tell you a Kiss song that I actually like. I do not like Kiss. Marshall Tucker Band. I don't know him enough. John Mellencamp. John Cougar Mellencamp, whatever you want to call him. I like a lot of John Cougar. When I worked at CMF, when I did an internship on the Wheeze show, and it was when he was playing. He had the Friday song, which was "Cherry Bomb" by John Mellencamp. I really got into Mellencamp. I really liked him. I don't know if I liked him this level. I definitely say he's in the good, borderline very good. We're going to go good, because I don't... Yeah. Metallica. I like anything from Metallica from the Black Album back. I kind of fell off. Not that I don't like their new stuff. I just kind of fell out of loving metal after the Black Album right around that time. But I really like Metallica. Like, I love Ride the Lightning. I loved all those. Well, we're going to put them up in very good. I don't think they were as influential on my childhood as this, but they were pretty up there. So we're going to put them there. Motley Crue. Loved Motley Crue. I mean, they were the epitome of hair band. Them, Poison, stuff like that. They were the epitome of the hair band. We're going to put them up in great. I loved Motley Crue. I can remember listening to Motley Crue cassettes over and over and over again. Ozzy, I mean, I never got into Ozzy. I liked Ozzy with the reality show The Osbournes more than I liked the music. Black Sabbath. I mean, Randy Rhoads was good. I love the riff in Crazy Train. So I don't think I want to put them under do not like, but I think I'm not going to go any higher than okay. Peter Frampton, same. All right, but didn't really do much for me. Police. Stuart Copeland. Some of you know that I'm a drummer. Stuart Copeland was a huge influence on me. I love how he plays. Sting. I even like Sting's solo stuff. So I'm going to go up at very good. I love Police. I can listen to Police. I have Police on my phone. So we're going to go there with it. Queen. I love Queen. I loved Queen before. Then I watched Bohemian Rhapsody. And I loved Queen even more. I would almost dare say one of my favorite songs of all time is a Queen song. I would almost, yeah, I got to do it. That's where I like Queen. That's where I like Queen. Ramones. I listened to Ramones a lot in high school. And I don't know if it was just a phase I was going through or what, but I did listen to them a lot. The simplicity of the Ramones was refreshing, I guess. We're going to put them in good. I like the Ramones. REM. I went through a big phase with REM. I liked REM a lot. But it kind of fell off. I'm going good with REM too. Yeah, that's fair. Arios Speedwagon. I love REO. REO is one of those bands that it comes on the radio, makes you feel good, and I think that I should get some of their music, and I never do. But man, I can't tell you an REO single that's out that I don't like. I'm going to go up with Foreigner. I put them in the same level as Foreigner, Journey. I like me some REO. Rod Stewart. See, that's another one that's on here. That's like my mom rock. I don't know. I don't not like him. But I mean, I'm also not going to go out of my way to find Rod Stewart. Rush. Rush is amazing. Again, drummer Neil Peart. You got to love Rush. We're going very good with Rush. And Rush is one of those bands where you either like them or you don't like them, it seems. Like, no one's really kind of like, they're all right. You either like it or you don't like it. Simon and Garfunkel, I give them credit for what they are, and I do like some of their songs. But they were never a big thing. And same with Black Sabbath. I know I already talked about Ozzy. The same falls with Black Sabbath. We're going to go there with it. Sammy Hagar is okay. Nothing more than that. If Van Halen is not on this list, which blows my mind. If it was Van Halen with Sammy Hagar, he would be higher. Sammy Hagar as a solo artist, okay at best. Santana, I love the collab with was it Rob Thomas from Matchbox 20. But other than that, and maybe a song or two, yeah, he's okay. Scorpions, I can't stand the Scorpions. I hate the Scorpions. I never liked the Scorpions. Sex Pistols. Now, I love the Clash. Sex Pistols. I'm going good. I like them, but I don't have them on my phone if we're judging it by that. Skinnerd. Play Skinnerd. Skinnerd. I was never a big Skinnerd fan. I don't like the Southern rock. I was never a big Southern rock guy. Okay. Same with Bruce. I was never a Bruce Springsteen fan. Never got into him. I mean, everybody listened to Born in the USA. It was a huge thing for everyone. But I was never a huge fan. Steely Dan. I never really got into Steely Dan till college, till John Adair, who was probably the biggest Steely Dan fan I know. Yeah, and I liked it. I didn't really pursue anything with it, but I enjoyed it. Yeah, I mean, we'll say good. Maybe very good. Nah, we'll keep it in good. Steppenwolf. Besides Magic Carpet Ride, which was a great, great song, I don't know a ton of Steppenwolf. Magic Carpet Ride I loved. I do listen to that song a lot. We'll go good with them too. Steve Miller Band. I mean, Steve Miller Band's everywhere. They still are to this day. You hear Steve Miller Band quite a bit. Good. Yeah, good. Good. Stevie Ray Vaughan. Stevie Ray Vaughan, I went through a phase where I listened to that a ton. A whole lot. Incredible artist. But I don't know if he's as good as, in my life, I don't know if he's as good as these guys, like, influential to me growing up. We'll go good. That's going to piss off some people. This one's really going to piss off some people. Rolling Stones. I was never a Mick Jagger fan. Ever. I like the Stones. I like a couple of their songs, I guess. Painted Black, that's probably that's probably my favorite song by them. I love that song. But other than that, we'll go good. Just for who they are. Styx. I'm sailing away, set an open course for emergency. Styx. Mr. Roboto was a big one for me. I don't know. Man, this gets harder because I don't think I can put them up with these guys. Yeah, I can. They're borderline. If there was a borderline between very good and good, they would go there. Because I like them better than Aerosmith. I do. And I like them better than... Yeah, I would probably put it there. Supertramp. I don't think I know enough by Supertramp to really judge it fairly. Nugent. I don't like Nugent. I've never liked Ted Nugent. I never got the appeal of Ted Nugent. I don't know. The band. I'm sure there's songs I don't know enough about the band. I just don't. I don't know them. Jay Giles Band. Oh, I love Jay Giles Band. Centerfold was... That was a song from my childhood right there. Yeah, they're very good. I love Jay Giles. I love that band. Moody Blues. Do I know enough about Moody Blues? Yeah, I would say they're okay. Never a huge fan, but I'd say they're alright. The Who. I love The Who. I like a lot, as you can see, I like a lot of British rock. They're great. I love The Who. Something about them. Just I don't know. I would love to see The Who in concert. It's a band I've never seen in concert that I'd love to. Who's this one? Thin Lizzy. I don't know enough about Thin Lizzy to even comment one way or the other. Tom Petty. Tom Petty is at least very good. At least. He may be great. I was never a massive fan, but I was a fan. Yeah. Growing up, I was a fan of him. I don't think I was as big of a fan as like these guys, but I was a fan. Toto I've gotten into even more. Africa is one of my absolute favorite songs ever written. I listen to it almost daily. I gotta put Toto up here. I absolutely love Toto. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I just do. Wings. I was not a fan of Paul McCartney outside of the Beatles. I don't not like him, but I don't like him any more than okay. Yes. Didn't they sing was that Owner of a Lonely Heart? They were all right. I did not like them. But other than that, I don't know if I could name anything. Yeah, we'll go okay with them. Zappa. I know a lot of people love Zappa. And I never got into them. I don't know enough about Zappa. I didn't ever listen to Zappa. Maybe I'd love them. I don't know. Zeppelin. Come on. It's Led Zeppelin. You gotta love Led Zeppelin. I mean, I don't think they were the very best. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put them here, but then I have to bring Toto down in here. I can't put Toto up there with Led Zeppelin here. I just can't do it. Nothing will let me do that. That's got to be there. I love Toto, and I love Zeppelin, but I don't think that in my life they were as high as these guys. Yeah, that sits right with me. ZZ Top, good. But yeah, I mean, they're not very good. They're not okay. They're good. I may leave it on the radio. I may take it off. Meatloaf. I was never a fan of Meatloaf. I don't know. It was just, I mean, he's all right. I don't dislike him. But, I mean, I don't know if I could go past okay with Meatloaf. I don't think I can. No, I can't. It would sit weird for me to put him, over some of these others. Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm going to be honest with you. Anything below very good, this could all mix and match at this point. It doesn't matter. These here, of this list. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some bands that I would have put on this list that weren't on here. I just went to this website and found this. So I didn't make this list. I just ranked it. There's some bands on here that I would have put on. There are some bands on here that I wouldn't have had on this list, with others that I would have. But I think I'm pretty happy with this list. Go through it. I hope you guys watch this to the end. And I want to know what you think. I want to know if there's anything that you think I'm right, wrong, indifferent, stuff that you agree with me on. Now, everybody's got their own preference. I get it. I'm sure that somebody watching this loves Sammy Hagar, or, I will be very surprised if somebody doesn't yell at me for this, for Allman Brothers, or Grateful Dead, or Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, or Kiss. I just am not a fan. I was just never a fan of it. The Doors just never struck a chord with me. But hey, that's my list. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Please share this with a friend. Like, subscribe if you're new here, please. Anything to help the channel grow. I'm going to try to do this a little more. I'm going to try at least once a week. Just with my schedule, it's kind of been crazy, but I enjoy doing this. It's just trying to come up with things to do that keeps everybody happy. My son wants me to do Fortnite skins, but I know most of my friends out there that are watching this probably aren't big gamers, and you don't even know what a Fortnite skin is, let alone what is the best Fortnite skins. But yeah, let me know what you think. All right. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks.